Okay. Now, this video I nak spesifik untuk perempuan-perempuan yang single mom kat sana, yang dah divorce, yang you are still single and you are thinking of maybe finding a new husband, to replace the old one lah, whatever reason that you divorced with him, don't care lah kan. But now you are single and you feel like you want to move on. Okay, so I nak bagi guidance. I cakap dengan you terus terang, nobody wants to be alone. Nobody. It's very difficult if you want to be alone. And then kadang-kadang bila you dah divorce, you especially if your husband already remarry, dia dah kahwin orang lain dengan perempuan lain and everything. So you feel like, I think it's time for me to move on. I don't want to die alone. Okay, fine. It's normal. Kita semua manusia, we feel that way. Also, in fact, I myself also feel that way. There are times where I feel like macam, I think it's time for me. Maybe I don't mind, but I nak bagi you guidance what to look for. You dah divorce, how to look for another man and how to look for another man. Okay, number one, you jangan sekali-kali lepas you divorce, jangan sekali-kali run into any relationship if you masih lagi tak fully healed. You are not fully healed. Meaning, I cakap dengan you terus terang, kalau katakan you dah kahwin 10 tahun, contoh macam I, it take you at least 1 or 2 years for you to fully heal from the wound. Faham? Sebab tu I cakap dengan you, katakan you baru divorce, and you feel like very lonely and everything. I faham, because I pernah lalu. A lot of your friends already married and everything. You tak ada, you perasan macam you pun tak ada kawan. Aku pun tak ada member ni, macam mana nak bercakap pun tak ada. I was there. Trust me, I was there. But give it time. Give time for you to heal first. Jangan jump into another relationship, because if you jump into another relationship while your mental tak ready, I tell you, it's gonna be a huge mess for you. And also, if you have children, it's gonna be a mess for your children also. Kesian budak-budak, tahu tak? So, take time to heal, my dear. It's okay. Take as long as you can. Macam I cakap dengan you, when I divorced him, he thought that I already have a boyfriend. Actually, I didn't have. I was just flirting around at that time. Masa tu separated tau. I didn't have. And then lepas tu, I perasan dia macam, he actually, of course lah, bila kita dah tak nak lelaki, the first thing he thinks that I have another man. I'm replacing him with another man. Truth be told, actually, I just don't want him anymore in my life, because to me he's too toxic, and then I dah tak boleh, I dah tak larat. That's why I divorced him. After like 2-3 years, after 2-3 years kalau tak silap I think so, yeah. And then suddenly he met another woman. I dapat tahu daripada anak I, so I don't care. Bagi I bagus. It's good that he moved on, because I really don't want him to come and bug me and everything. Kadang-kadang message lah, apa nak jumpa lah, miss me lah, apalah, and ask me to forgive him. No, because I already spent 10 years of my life with him and nothing is working, that kind of stuff. So dia jumpa perempuan lain, and then after that, I think kalau tak silap, about 7 or 8 months after that, they get married. Thank God. You see, nampak tak? Dia tuduh aku ada perempuan lain, ada jantan lain, padahal dia yang laju gila kahwin. But I cakap dengan you terus terang, I'm happy that he's married. I am really, really happy that he's married, because at least he finds someone. Because I noticed that toxic person, because he was a toxic person, he's a toxic person even until today. Toxic person can never be alone. Toxic person can never be alone. So, if you katakan you divorce, your ex-husband is a toxic guy, you don't jump, my dear. If he, let's say, 6 bulan lepas divorce, dah separated dengan you heard from somebody that he is actually fucking another woman. Don't jump. It's normal. You kena faham. Benda ni. You jangan nyek-nyek, tak ada. You dah divorce. Let him be. Because toxic guy, if your ex-husband is a toxic guy, he will marry very fast. Dia orang memang macam tu. Pattern dia. Because he wants the supply, the narcissistic punya supply tu. Because he cannot get it from you, because you already divorced him, you already see all his traits. You dah nampak dah semua benda dan you dah tak boleh nak terima dah. So he will actually move on to another person. It's normal. Toxic person, they cannot stand alone. Because they always need validation. You faham tak? They cannot stand. So girls, women out there, you kalau single mom, ex-husband you tiba-tiba menggatal dengan perempuan lain, let him be. Let him be. You kena happy, and you also have to focus on yourself. You focus on yourself. Maybe you read some books, maybe you listen to, coaching videos like what I'm doing and everything. Learn some of self-awareness. Maybe you go for yoga classes or whatever, meditation, everything. Learn a lot. Yeah. Sebab tu I cakap dengan you, you must be fully healed. Only then you can actually embark into a relationship. Ingat. Okay, nombor 2. Ini adalah untuk janda-janda yang dekat luar sana. You nak cari husband. First of all, my darling, engkau tolonglah jangan accept any guy yang dia beranggapan yang kau ni sebab kau janda kau sangap. Jangan. The moment when he say that you sangap, actually dia tak directly cakap. Actually I do have experience with this one guy. He asked me, he's a guy that I met on Tinder. Tinder. Dia tanya dia kata, you single ke? Lepas tu I cakap, yeah, I'm single mother, divorced already for many years already. You tahu tak dia cakap apa? So dah lama tak dapat batang on Tinder. And then I blocked him. Not necessarily he will use the word sangap, but he is actually implying that you ni sangap. Ayat dia, so dah lama lah you tak dapat batang. I blocked him. Because you know why? If the guy actually beranggapan yang you ni sangap, he doesn't respect you. My dear, I nak you girls wake up. Dia tak respect you. So kalau dia tak respect you, tolonglah jangan ambil jantan-jantan macam ni. Tolong jangan ambil jantan-jantan macam ni. Because that one is hey, hello. Awal-awal lagi dia dah disrespect kau. What did I tell you when the guy disrespect you? Leave. What did I tell you? Banyak kali I cakap. Leave. If he disrespect you even a little, leave. He's not worthy of your time. You faham tak? He's not worthy to be even your friend. Tak payah nak friend zone. No, ghost him terus. Just ghost him. Because this guy is disrespectful. Okay. Nombor 3. You kena make sure that dia also interested to know about your children. I cakap terus terang dengan you, banyak gila dalam Facebook ada a few guys. I noted a few guys who are like this. Nak kahwin dengan janda tapi tak nak take responsibility bila janda tu ada anak. Kau nak apa? Kau nak pusing, kau nak pantat dia je. Lepas tu anak orang tu kau tak peduli. This is the ego of a man. Aku tak tahulah. I do not know about other races tapi kalau jantan Melayu cakap dengan you, most of them are like this. Dia nak engkau sahaja, anak-anak engkau dia tolak tepi. Dia tak nak tahu apa semua. Dia nak sibuk, nak bergasak dengan kau je. You girls, I cakap dengan you become a single mother. I cakap dengan you, stop looking for unconditional love from a man. Unconditional love only comes from your children. Besok engkau dah tua, siapa yang akan cuci berak engkau? Anak-anak. Faham? Jantan husband, jantah dia dah mampus dulu. Selalunya the guys will die first. Jantah dia pun dah mampus dulu. Unconditional love comes from your children, not from a man. Faham? Kalau lelaki tu, dia tunjuk macam dia tak interested nak tahu pun pasal anak-anak you and everything, cut him off, my dear. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. You faham tak? Okay? Nombor 4. Okay. You kena cari lelaki yang tak kisah nak spend time dengan anak-anak you sekali. Maknanya once in a while you keluar on dates, you bawa anak you. Or in fact, he himself cakap, tak apa, you bawa anak you sekali, tak apa, kita makan sama-sama. It's okay, I want to get to know your children also. Find a guy who's like this. I cakap dengan you, the pond, kolam for you right now is smaller. And if you actually, kalau you perasan, you tolak tepi jantan-jantan yang sial macam ni, yang nak you sahaja tapi tak peduli pasal anak you, I rasa you punya pond will become like this, a lot smaller. But my dear, benda-benda macam ni will save you. You tak nak besok you dah kahwin dengan dia, tiba-tiba anak you pun benci dengan you, lari dari rumah apa semua sebab tak suka bapak tiri macam sial. You don't want that. Remember, I tell you, unconditional love only comes from your own children. Anak-anak you sahaja adalah tiket untuk you sampai tua esok. Dia orang yang akan stand by you, not your partner. You faham tak? Sebab tu apa-apa priority, anak dulu. Anak-anak you dulu priority. Number 1. Faham? Okay. Nombor 5. This one also, tadi I dah mention, you kena cari lelaki yang you tak kisah bawa anak-anak you sekali, keluar on dates with him, so you can actually gauge whether he actually dia ini sebenarnya ikhlas tak. Because lelaki Melayu, I cakap dengan you, bila sebut single mother, oh kesian single mother, sangap apa semua, ibu tunggal apa semua, kesian, dia tak peduli pasal anak-anak you. Dia sebut kesian tu sebab apa? Sebab dia nakkan pantat kau. Faham? I want you girls, I tahu, whoever watching my video, you know by now, you are not going to listen to his words. You will look to his action. So, dia sebut-sebut kesian, bawa dia. Anak-anak sekali, head. Pergi dating sekali, bawa anak sekali. Tengok macam mana, how he reacts with your children. Nak tengok konon kesian tak kesian, simpati, single mother, ibu tunggal bagai, bawa anak kau pergi. Test him. You must test the guy. You sebagai ibu tunggal, I cakap dengan you, I am a single mother myself. Whenever I go on dates, I tak fikir sangat pasal jantan tu. I selalu fikir pasal anak-anak I. Will my children like him or not? It's not that will he like my children. Bagi I, most important thing is, will my children like him or not? I don't care if he likes my children, but penting bagi I, anak-anak I suka tak kat dia. You girls, I cakap dengan you kena tanamkan benda ni dalam kepala otak you. Jangan simply, you already have a failed marriage before, you already divorced, and now, for the second time, kau nak buat mistake yang sama ke? You want to do the same mistake? Please don't. Please don't. Okay? Nombor 6. Always, you kena cari lelaki yang financially stable, more stable than you. Kalau engkau sebagai single mother, engkau boleh bagi anak engkau makan KFC, pizza apa semua, tiba-tiba engkau dengan dia, kau tak boleh. Kau kena makan nasi dengan telur goreng dengan kicap. What the hell? Do not get a guy who is not financially more stable than you. You faham tak? Very simple, babe. Biarlah lelaki selalu cakap perempuan materialistik, pergi mampus. Lelaki yang selalu cakap perempuan materialistik, sebenarnya lelaki yang macam ni sebenarnya dia orang tak ada duit. Lelaki yang berduit, dia tak cakap macam tu. Lelaki, kalau you perasan, I nak you girls tengok balik. Siapa lelaki-lelaki yang cakap, perempuan ni kalau apa tu, nak bayar apa ni, nak bagi mas kahwin banyak-banyak beribu-ribu tapi masak pun tak pandai. I will tell the guy, who asked you to marry her? Go and find another woman who actually can cook. And then you go and malukan perempuan, whoever the woman that is about to marry you, bayar berjuta-juta, berpuluh-puluh ribu duit hantaran tapi masak tak erti. Engkau yang bodoh. Kau pergilah cari perempuan yang pandai masak. Maybe a lot more expensive. Mungkin kau kena bayar 30,000 mas kahwin. Padan muka kau. You faham tak? Do not buy into any guy. Kalau dia cakap, materialistic, cut him off. Cut him off. I know. You kalau dah ada anak, duit penting. Duit penting. Anak sekolah, baju sekolah, belanja sekolah, yuran sekolah and everything, van sekolah apa semua, makan diorang and everything hari-hari. Duit penting, babe. Siapa cakap duit tak penting is bullshit, I cakap dengan you. So always find a guy who is more financially stable than you. Dia dah ada rumah sendiri. He have a stable job. Lepas tu he has stable income. Bukan kontraktor yang pergi sana, pergi sini, pergi sana, pergi sini. Lepas tu, bila tak ada job, tak ada duit. Makan nasi dengan kicap. Nasi pun tak ada. Faham tak? Okay. Lepas tu, macam mana you nak tahu lelaki ni financially more stable than you? Spend time. Get time to know him. Because along the way, you akan tahu whether this guy is financially more stable than you or not. You trust me. Okay. Lepas tu, nombor 7. Kalau you nak lelaki after you already divorced, you dah janda sekarang, you nak lelaki, you can always have that mentality that you are complete. You are 100%. You are not 50, you are not 80, you are not 70%. You are 100. You are already complete. And if let's say, if the guy is actually coming to your life, it's just accessory. Contoh macam ni. Without this, I'm still me. Without this, I'm still me, you know. You faham tak? It's just accessory. Maknanya ada, tak ada, tak apa. It's okay. You don't want me, it's okay. I'll find another guy who wants me. You faham tak? You must have that mentality. You must be complete. You kena tahu yang diri you ni complete. You do not need a guy to complete you. You understand? You faham tak? If you walk into a relationship, you 50-50. You not complete without a man. You're going to be, I cakap dengan you akan jumpa jantan yang dahsyat, yang toxic, yang assholes. You don't want that. You don't want that for the second time. Okay, nombor 8. Babe, I put this as the last one. Tolong jangan, because kau dah janda. Kau nak kahwin dengan lelaki yang married. Kau sanggup jadi bini nombor 2. Please, babe. Please, babe. You always target to be the first wife. Yeah. Doesn't matter. If the guy already divorced, yeah, don't mind. If the guy bini dah mati, sakit or whatever lah kan, dah meninggal, yeah, go for it. When you marry him, you will be the first wife. Never ever downgrade yourself. Kalau perempuan yang sanggup jadi bini nombor 2 semata-mata sebab seolah-olah macam dah tak jantan lain, this woman, they are downgrading themselves. Just because that guy is already married and suddenly everything click, come on, babe, you can get better. You trust me, you can get better. You be very surprised. Sebab tu I cakap dengan you, you need time to heal. Give yourself time. Lama-lama, after like 1 or 2 years, you will get more friends who are actually single mom like you. You will. You trust me because I have walked that road before. I dah pernah melalui benda ni. Mula-mula memang you rasa alone gila-gila. Lama-lama you realise a lot of people starting to notice you. Because you know why? You are working on yourself. You are healing. Because when a person who is actually healing, that person becomes beautiful. Out of a sudden, tiba-tiba, you put effort, you wear something nice. You put effort, you go to spa and maybe color your hair, whatever. A person who is actually healing, she actually looks more pretty before. When she is in a mess, rambut pun tak terurus, rambut pun tak sikat, muka pun you nak pakai makeup pun, you pakai makeup tapi because of macam ni, you look very sour, you don't smile, you faham tak? Sebab tu when a person who is healing, you always have to believe this human behavior, manusia, the moment when you are healing, a lot of people will see you, will start noticing you. You faham? Because you know why? You are working on yourself. Very simple. And benda tu nampak physical. You look better. Kalau dulu you gemuk, after divorce and everything, you go to the gym, you get slimmer, you feel lighter. Maybe you go swimming or whatever yang you suka. You pergi hiking ke apa ke whatever. You start taking care of yourself. You start taking care of your skin because you already started taking care of your heart. Faham? Benda ni semua akan translate outside, from inside out. Nampak? Sebab tu I cakap dengan you, all my videos is actually telling you to work on the inside because that inside is very important. Faham tak? Ramai orang macam sibuk nak work on the outside. Oh, nak cantik, nak tu. Bila perangai buka mulut, perangai macam pukimah. You faham tak? A lot of girls so stupid. Bila buka mulut, muka cantik, meletup gila, macam model bagai. Tapi bila buka mulut, keluar macam tai. Perempuan yang muka buruk gila, tak lawa, boleh dapat jantan, boleh kahwin. Yang dia masih lagi single. How many of girls can you see who actually experiencing this thing? Ramai gila kat luar sana. Sebab tu I cakap kat you, ini physical ni sebenarnya, it translate what is actually inside. You work on your heart first. You work on yourself. Your self-awareness, because if you are actually self-aware, you become very careful with your words, apa yang keluar daripada mulut you become very careful because you are self-aware, you are aware, from there it translates. Ramai orang akan macam, wow, very control, very good, she can actually control her emotion, she's very emotionally stable, I think she's very matured. Yeah, I think that's very pretty. Nampak tak? Work on yourself first, my darling. Ingat ibu-ibu tunggal kat luar sana. You jangan ingat that you will never find anyone. And the most scaring part is, I tak nak you because you left an asshole before. Your ex-husband is an asshole. Tiba-tiba you berjatuh cinta, you nak jantan yang asshole juga. Nampak? So, what's going to happen to you? So another 10 years you nak divorce lagi? No. Because selalunya kita akan tertarik dengan something that is familiar to us, to you. You katakan ex-husband you kaki pukul. This is very dangerous. Ex-husband you kaki pukul, you selalunya akan berminat dengan lelaki yang baran. You akan suka. I nak you girls break the cycle. Anytime tiba-tiba macam, aku rasa jantan ni macam ni, dia ni kan macam ex-husband aku lah. The moment you have that thoughts, stop. You ambil cermin, tengok what's wrong with me. Don't tell me that after 10 years aku kahwin dengan dia, aku kena pukul, kena ni semua. The same thing is gonna happen. Break the cycle. I nak you guys break the cycle. And if the guy is toxic guy, very charming, love bomb, bagi bunga 101 roses. Wow, after second date bagi handphone, bagi iPhone bagai, mata pun kabur, and suddenly you feel like, I'm very attracted to him because he reminds me of my ex-husband. The moment you tell yourself that, back off. You repair yourself. You have to break the cycle. Ingat, that demons is actually inside you. Remember, that demons you have to face your own demons. That demons is actually inside you. Faham? Jangan break the pattern. If let's say you used to be with a toxic guy, for a change, the next husband, please don't get another toxic guy. You must be smart. Kalau you kahwin dengan lelaki yang kaki pukul, sikit-sikit nak naik tangan, sikit-sikit nak terajang, nak sampai berlebam-lebam, the next husband, tolonglah jangan cari jantan yang kaki pukul. Faham tak? You understand? You must be smart here, my darling. You faham tak? You must have that self-awareness. Okay? Take care. Bye.